Here's a question we're sitting with for a second. If a fire shut your business down tomorrow, not forever, but just for 6 months, what would that actually cost you? Not just the repair cost, not just the revenue that you'd lose, the employees you'd still need to pay, the rent and loan payments that don't stop because you're not operating. Whatever that number is for your business, business income coverage is what's designed to fill it. In this video, we're going to talk about whether your current policy would actually do that. I'm Brian Woods with Integrity Insurance and Risk Management. We work with business owners, commercial real estate investors, and independent producers who are serious about protecting what they've built. On this channel, we break down insurance and risk management in plain language. No jargon, no fluff, just the stuff that actually matters when something goes wrong. Business income coverage, sometimes called business interruption insurance, replaces the income your business loses when a covered physical loss forces you to stop or reduce operations. The goal is to put you in roughly the same financial position you'd have been in if the loss never happened. While the building is being repaired, while the equipment is being replaced, business income coverage keeps the financial engine running. Two specific things it pays: the net income you would have earned but didn't because the business was shut down or running at reduced capacity. The ongoing fixed expenses you still owe even though the doors are closed: rent, loan payments, utilities, certain payroll. Here's the critical part. Business income coverage only responds to a covered loss. The reason you had to shut down has to be something your commercial property policy covers: a fire, a windstorm, vandalism, certain types of water damage. It does not respond in every situation that might force your business to stop operating. A government closure order, not covered under most standard policies. A flood, not covered unless you have a separate flood policy. A pandemic, not covered. A supplier going under and cutting off your product, not covered. I'm not saying this to be discouraging. I'm saying this because a lot of business owners discovered this the hard way in 2020. Understanding what triggers the coverage helps you think clearly about what other protections might be needed. Even when the coverage does trigger, three problems show up constantly in how limits are set. The limit is too low. I've seen businesses generating $2 million a year with a business income limit of $100,000. That number was set when the business was smaller and never updated. It covers a few weeks of loss, not the months it's going to take to rebuild after a serious event. The coverage period is too short. Business income pays for the time it takes to restore operations. In Florida, post-hurricane reconstruction timelines can stretch well beyond what most owners expect. Contractor availability, material lead times, permitting delays all extend the timeline. If the coverage period doesn't account for Florida's reality, you'll exhaust it before you're back into full operations. There's a waiting period most people don't know about. Most business income policies don't activate until 72 hours after the loss occurs. For businesses that can recover quickly, this may not matter much. For businesses that depend on physical infrastructure, it's worth knowing before you need it. The right business income limit is roughly your annual net income plus 12 months of fixed ongoing expenses. Run that number and compare it to what's actually in your policy. If the number in your policy is significantly lower, that's the gap between what your coverage promises and what it would actually pay when you need it the most. If this was helpful, share it with a business owner or investor who needs to hear it. And subscribe if you haven't already. New content every week. If you want help figuring out whether your current business income limits match your actual exposure, that's a straightforward conversation. Reach out to Integrity Insurance and Risk Management through the link in the description. I'm Brian Woods with Integrity Insurance and Risk Management. We'll see you in the next one.